You haven't passed Vort. Please reset.
Wait. That'd have been extremely unfortunate. Thanks for us. Thanks, dude. God, I... Yeah, like, I knew he was against the corner. Like, he was against the wall the whole time, which is, like, really bad. But I'm like, there's not really much you can do to reposition him because the room's so small. Get kind of pissed. It's my route's not actually that slow. Even though it might seem it's slow at the start. It's faster than a lot of people's runs are. Even in this. Yep, no more resets, dude. Get the unluck out of here. That's kind of funny. Okay, we'll get it this time, dude. No fucking problem. Kind of feel bad though, but our team's like literally out anyways, so that's what I feel like they wouldn't have done that if it was like close. Godkiller, thanks for the raid, dude. God, that fucking sucks, man. God damn it. Feels bad. Okay, no more memes to slow us down until we get past the part I got hit on. Nah, like they're bending the rules so that I can do this, actually. Like I talked to McRaptor even before we started. Which I appreciate because, you know, the only reason I'm doing this is to, you know, to get a cool run in. Like a, you know, like the most crazy fucking tournament run you can think of. Datra, thanks for the 200 bits, dude. Oh, and I didn't see who donated earlier. I didn't even see that. Thank you, whoever donated. I don't think I responded to that. That sounds pretty good, Bree. All right, here we go. Here we fucking go, dude. God damn it, dude. That sucks. I missed a parry, Godkiller, because Like, the Outrider got against the wall, and basically he, like, dead-angled me, basically. Like, which happens, like, unfortunately more often than not, because... Or, like, not more often than not, but it happens a lot, because fucking... Because the room that they put him in is so shit, so he can just, like, collide with a wall and then dead-angle you. And, you like, for that parry, you need to be directly in front of him. So... And it's the same with the other parry too, when he like does the like wide angle attack, like he can dead angle you so easily. Okay, but I'm happy they let me reset though, because that would have sucked, man. That would have sucked to go through the rest of the run with that. Alright. Use Bonfire? Well, you have to use one on the run. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. Got the sick tunes, dude. That was a trial run. Also putting a lot of trust in me that I'm gonna get through this, like, again. Because that was like 15 minutes in almost, right? Honestly, if I finish last, I'd actually be, like, quite happy about it. Because there's some things I want to show. It'd be cool if I was the only one that's, like, on. HP's a bit low. HP is very awkward actually right now. I might have to... $125. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a precaution in a little bit because my HP's low. Second boss attempted, yeah. I know. That's why I said they're bending the rules so that I can do this. Like, that is specifically why I said that. Like, initially the rules were 3 resets prior to Vort. But I literally asked McRaptor, I'm like, dude, what if somebody does Dancer first? So, like, if I didn't say that, I would probably be... Oh, they didn't... Dude, I literally fucking said... Okay, that's fine then. We still get a free reset. Now, here's what they were definitely doing. Raptor definitely knew. But he wanted me to... He probably wanted me to get a second chance at it. But then I don't...
Maybe...
I don't think he wanted Joe to say that, probably.
This is going too far.
Godkiller, thanks for the 7 months, dude. Or whoever said that, yeah. He probably didn't want that. Really? Yeah, that's probably exactly what it was. Yeah, son. Yeah, I'm sure nobody's gonna say any, like, no one's gonna, like, complain about that either. Obviously. I'm sure people don't mind seeing another dancer fight at this level. Burn is officially second boss. Yeah, second intended boss. The hidden part of the rule. Nah, I think it's fine, Meatboy. I think, like, in DS2, what it honestly should have been was, it should have been, like how it was set up was kind of weird, because it's like you gotta reset, you gotta reset only if you go to Dragon Rider first, which actually completely messed with my route, because I go to Last Giant first normally, right? Okay. Back in barracks. Yeah, and they don't want me wasting time either, right? Like, they don't know. I guarantee they have no idea how long this run's gonna be. So that's probably what they're worried about. Somebody can go tell them it's like 1:45 if they really want to, but I guess I'll have to wait and see. Like, they don't know if it's gonna be like a 3-hour run or some shit, you know? Okay, so hopefully I don't get sniped. Alright, here we go. See, look at this positioning. This positioning's terrible. So basically what I need to do... I think I just threw it straight through the wall. Oh no, he didn't. He's right fucking there. Technically, that's not a hit. I'm very worried that that guy's there, though. Yeah, good thing that's not a fucking hit, huh? Alright, chill, buddy. Don't meme me, dude. I heard him. That's okay. If you guys are wondering why I got this, it's a safety elevator, so I don't have to go through barracks again if I get hit. That's good RNG. Yeah, so if you guys heard me say why this is such a, or like that this was such a risky run to do, now you fucking get it. You know? Now you fucking get it, probably. Alright. I'm happy they gave me that reset, dude. What's that guy doing? What'd they say about that DSA fight? They're probably thinking I'm gonna go. Oh, I actually have some. This is gonna be kind of cool. Yeah, no, I mean, they would know by now, probably. Like, I think Nova watched when I got the all bosses, No-Bonfire, no-hit, so. Like, it doesn't usually take them that long. Like, unless I do something that I haven't done before, probably. I actually don't even need to buy the torch, technically, on this anymore, since I use the fire dagger. They probably think my damage is going to be, like, outrageous here. Like, it would be if I had lightning left, but... Alright, well, you know who's actually weak to dagger? His HP. I shouldn't have hit him that much, dude. Because it's absolutely wicked how much damage that does to him. It's fucking wicked, dude. Like, you take like 3/4 of his health bar with the dagger, fire dagger riposte with Artisar. Resting in a bonfire, really? Alright, well. We are now going to settlement, where now this is the new checkpoint. So how the game works, once you enter settlement, it's like it's technically not a bonfire, but there's a checkpoint there. So if we die, we get taken right back to the start of settlement instead of high wall. Basically. I was using the Irithel Rapier, which is honestly completely unnecessary on this route. Like, you could just do DSA later with Irithel Straightsword, which is probably what I would normally be doing, but I wanted to parry the Outrider, so. I almost want to use some firebombs here. That firebomb damage with Artisar. Not to mention our stats. Oh, that's really bad. Oh god, dude. I don't know how I just scuffed that. Interesting. I think I should turn. This guy loves to run track, dude. Just he's going crazy. There we go. Also gonna pull this guy away from the corner. Honestly, we haven't even gotten to the part where I'm the most scared of yet. Also, we're a little late in this dog cycle, so he's gonna have to circle again. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Fuck me, dude. I walked a little bit too far forward. This is so scuffed, man. Oh god. Walked like a little bit too far forward. I was actually trying to figure out how to, like, not have to get those skulls there. And, like, there's one... We use one extra skull. Like, if I use one less skull on the run, then we wouldn't have to pick those up. But... I don't know where I'd remove it. Like, there's no place where I could remove it where the run would still be consistent, so... And, like, calling this consistent's already kind of a stretch. Here we go. Scariest part of the run, I would say. Coming up. I wish this part, like, in the past, I've thought about doing runs where I would have to do this, but I didn't really have the fucking balls to do it, honestly. But here we are. Because there's a few routes where you, like, actually it's kind of cancelled out by the Rosaria door, but this demon's got one of the fastest attacks in the game. Not to mention the charge, which is probably one of the worst hitboxes in the game. There's a charge. It's not going after me. Let's see, word. Get some working, buddy. Turn. Are you still going after me? See, that's the move, man. That's what you don't want to fucking see. Okay, if we get like a nuke attack or some shit, that'd be perfect. It's got a nasty hitbox. Good shit. Good shit, Seekword. You fucking saved me, buddy. The one time. Good fucking shit, dude. You guys will see why. I see. Here's the thing. I almost guarantee none of the casters is gonna know why I did that. But you know, I guess I don't know, and they're probably not gonna find out anyways. But it's for the patches in Cathedral, which is vital to this run. Like this run would not be possible without that, and so you need to do the quest line basically. Yeah, I think, well, Squilla looked like he was coming up with, like, a new route right before he started, or, like, the tournament started, so... Like, a faster route where he's, like, finishing +7 or something. Alright. What's up, Nathan? A little bit scary, this part. Just a little bit. Mainly because of one specific dog. Oh, I don't see. Interesting. That's the problem with this run, dude, is that, you know, things are not consistent. That's just the nature of the game, you know? Like, the positioning of certain enemies isn't the same every time. Enemies, like... It's not like DS2 where enemies like sandbox all the time, but like, who knows where that dog is, right? He probably dropped down, but you know, you don't know. Okay, okay. A little bit inefficient with my Estus here too, but that's okay. On the Pontiff dog. Yeah, this will speed up quite a bit. Like, we're at half an hour right now, just leaving fucking settlement, but it does speed up a little bit. Bone out. Well, we have to bone back to Shrine after Princes. Other than that, there's no other place where we teleport or bone or anything like that. So. Yep. Unless I die, of course. And, you know, if I get hit, I die. So. I'm also going to play this guy safe. I was going to parry him, but... it's okay. No, I'm not. I can't bone out during this run. It's not allowed. You're only allowed one homeward bone the entire run. And it's to get to Cinder because you need that, so. When are you gonna upgrade? You don't. That's just how this run is. Alright, come on, buddy. Give me some attacks. Except for Cinder. You can upgrade for Cinder because you have to return to Shrine anyways, so. Oh yeah, no, if people, I don't care if people in my stream know what I'm doing. Like, and I, you know, most people wouldn't spoil it, I don't think. Alright. Yeah, so we're gonna have to use an Ashen Estus here. You know, it just depends how the run goes. Like, sometimes you don't need it. I had to use an extra one, because of my HP, I took a little bit extra fall damage in high wall. Like RNG fall damage, basically, so... yeah, so that's why, basically, I have to drink here. That's okay. Free aims. Skew backs. You'll see in a second. Like in a couple minutes, you'll see. But yeah, we start out with 4, which is actually plenty. But we do something to basically make it better. This is not the best spawn because you can get a hail. Nice. Got the kick. Man, Sage was not nice to me there. It's actually okay if we miss a kick there because basically we don't do enough damage where like a dagger hit would send it to phase 2. So I do have a little bit of leeway, but I can't miss more than one. Essentially. Alright, it's essential to have RTSR here for this part. Else you can't one-shot this dog. And one-shotting this dog is very important, because as you would imagine, we do have to run back through. Considering this is a no-bonfire run. Also, somebody said, is this like, you only use the starting resources? That's actually not technically true. Because the game is set up in a very interesting way, which we'll, we'll see in a second. There are options to get materials outside of Firelink, essentially, like things that you wouldn't necessarily expect. They probably have no idea why I just opened that door. But of course it's calculated. Estus Flask. Only Estus Flask in the entire run that we're going to use. As like, granted, or like, assuming I don't die. Fall damage, 1. Okay, we're gonna pick up some branches here, which I don't really know how it's gonna go, but I guess we'll see in a second. Hopefully they're in a good position. I'll just grab one, that's all I need. It depends who you kill, Cup. Yeah, certain NPCs, yeah, you can kill and get guaranteed refill, but we don't actually need that. And then there's also random Estus refills throughout the run. Like, you could even get one here. Like, they're just random. Probably the most consistent one is right before the bonfire, like, doing reverse swamp, where, like, the slugs are guarding the bone shard in Farron Keep. That's the most consistent one. But it's just RNG, as far as I know. I don't think you can, like, encourage the game to do it anyway. But it's completely optional. Like, this is routed, so that's not necessary. There's the RTSR set up. And you may be wondering about skulls, too, considering we only have one left, but you'll see how that works out, too. Part of the reason why we had to kill the demon. I mean, it is the reason why we had to kill the demon. This will be a little bit of a lengthy kill on this guy because we have almost no damage. That's gonna be really bad RNG. I gotta switch to this. I don't want to use any more FP. Just to save a flask. And that we actually, like, they might, I don't know, they might be saying this is, like, slow and I don't need to do this, but this is actually, like, you need to kill this guy on this run. And you'll see in a second why. Man, what the fuck is this? Give some two-hand slams, dude. Also, I could be using firebombs to headshot him after each hit, but it's just, I don't have unlimited firebombs, so. Aren't even talking? Yeah, that's not surprising at all. Do the same. Yeah, Eden, I'm sure they know what run Eden's doing. I'm sure this run won't overshadow his either. Yeah, like last round specifically, actually, like Flippy was doing the fucking insane sorcery arrow strat, and they like kind of didn't even talk about it until after it was done. I was like, dude, come on. Focus on the damn game, dude. Yeah, Eden's actually got even less damage than me here, probably. Unless he, like, swapped runs he's doing. Well, do you guys know what Eden's doing? Like, somebody tell me what Eden's doing, and then I'll explain. Because I don't know if you guys even know yet. Is he just doing SL1? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he told me he was doing SL1 no upgrade. Which is... I don't know if it's harder than this run. They're both very, like, comparable. This run gets easier boss fights, and... that's basically it. But the thing is that the route on this is obviously a lot more intricate. Just because everything needs to be 100% calculated for the entire game. Except for, like, when we port back to Shrine for Cinder. But then I also get, like, a super easy Cinder on this run, which is, like, why this run's so much easier. But that being said, in a no reset environment, I'd probably rather be doing SO1 no upgrade. But, you know, here we are. Mainly because, you know, you die, it's not a big deal. If we die, we're all the way fucking back to the start, so... Poor little deacon. I wish I'd collapsed. I should have used cheat engine to like give myself all the gestures. So we minimize our damage, maximize the number of backstabs we can get on this guy. So each time we backstab is another spook. That's how we save some flasks in cathedral. He also gives us a ring, which is useless, but I mean, okay. Onwards. So these thralls that normally climb up here when you come fell down as we were going through, so we actually don't need to worry about them at all. My game's actually lagging like really bad. And who's down here, huh? Disgusting. Alright, and what does this allow us to do, huh? You might be asking? Look at that. Infinite alluring skulls in cathedral. As well as black fire bombs, which are nice, but not as necessary. They probably have no idea what's going on, if they're even paying attention. And I have no way of getting their attention. There we go. What a bunch of cucks, dude. And up by 254 because we do level up at the end of the run for Cinder. What a bunch of cucks. Not opening? No, there's no point. Doesn't do anything for this run. Okay, these guys can be sneaky. This guy also aggro's coming from this direction, which is unfortunate, but what happens? And now we have 10 skulls for deacons, which is very important because deacons take 3 hits per kill, the small ones do. Should only pick off the one we need. So this fight kind of fucking sucks. I won't lie to you, even with skulls in this phase. Mainly because phase 2 is trash with this amount of damage. Even with the frostbite. So with the frostbite, we frostbite proc each, like every single deacon, even the archdeacon in 3 hits. So we can basically kill the fatties in 3 or in 4 hits, and then the tall guys in 3 as well, which is pretty nice. So we can go in for them if I need to. But we're gonna try to be smart here, because a death is a big fucking penalty. But the most important thing is that we got our skulls already, so like, dying before getting your skulls is very bad, especially if you have no skulls to get back into cathedral. But now we have access to skulls, so that's good. They're giving me really bad RNG too. Killed the tall one there as well. It's noted. That's a good spawn, although it would be a bit risky to go for. I would have actually loved to have casted last round. Like, I think one thing that's kind of been missing is like the knowledge of all the runs that people were doing. You know? Because, like, who's commenting? So, like, right now, you know, Raptor's commentating. Obviously, Faraz, I think, is Nova and is Joe. Like, they probably all don't really know what's going on in, like, most of these runs. And they, you know, and it's not their fault. I mean, it's just they obviously don't have, like, thousands of hours in the game yet, at least. So, like, I actually would have liked to have commentated last round because I knew exactly what everybody was doing. Except for Flippy's fucking insane deflection of the arrows was sick. Oh, I guess Faraz does have thousands. Yeah, that's true. But, I mean, that's just doing, like, Twin Blade stuff, though. Like, I've done every magic run. You know. Most types of runs. Okay, can I get a good spawn, please? Not gonna get impatient, but there we go. That's a good one. As long as he doesn't duck into the crowd. Throw that there. Only pick the guy we need. Yeah, no, I saw the Lothric magic. They noticed that one, though. Yeah. I didn't even know that was possible. Like, I didn't know that it had enough frames of deflection to actually, like, be able to just spam it and get rid of it. Like, I wonder, like, would that work for Phase 2 arrows in Aldrich? Like, I doubt it, but... Like, I guess the Phase 2 Aldrich arrows, like, last too long for you to actually be able to safely keep deflecting. Unless you can deflect the magic as well, like, I know you can deflect it, but, like, if it would work. Because, like, that'd be insane, dude. Oh, yeah, no, 3 days, like, Raptor and, you know, Joe, they've been commentating for the entire weekend for, like, a lot of hours. So, I don't blame them. How's that spawn? And this is also boring what I'm doing, so it's not like they need to pay attention to this. Phase 2 might get a little spicy. Fuck off, man. And I would love to get out of this fight alive. That'd be great. I wish I could just turn on a no-death script so like I get hit and don't die. That'd make this a lot less stressful. Okay, we're gonna go for this. I believe. Beautiful. Let's see if I can pick them. Nice. Alright, there's 4. Last one. And then we got a vicious Phase 2 on this run. Normal no upgrade, you would have storytellers here, and it makes Phase 2 a joke. Like you can use 1 skull in Phase 2 on no upgrade. With like very similar damage output. It's a bit higher because you're going to get to like 40 strength and stuff, but I'm just going to wait for that guy to come around. Also, we don't have a very good spawn here, so... That would have been okay, but it's too late. Unless I haven't been paying attention, which is possible. No, I could have gone for it. It would have been a little close. You got like tied up or something. Okay, that's a decent spawn. He can move out a little bit. Like I need my like running. I need it to be able to run them as fast as possible without them. Like I want them to be pushed back as far as possible, and then I want the deacon who spawned to be out as far as possible so that I can like get a shorter run. And this is not it. Oh, come on, baby. Give me the good spawn. Just don't dip into the crowd. Like that. Alright, hardest part of the fight right here. Just wait. Reset. Reset. Oh, fuck you. You fucking tried it, you fucking bitch. Good fucking try, asshole. There's literally nothing you can do in that situation, like, because you can't wait. You can't wait, nor can you, like, react to that properly because you're going in to press R1, and you can't waste stamina either. So there's literally nothing, like, if he decided to queue that up a little bit earlier, maybe I could have reacted, but that's not really a situation you can win. Oh, okay, good. Now, Patch is still here. We have one skull, so we're gonna go stock up on everything. Gonna be a trade? Yeah, well, I would never win a trade. I'd fucking die. Running attack there matter? Well, straight sword running attacks are really slow. So it's almost like not even better to do it. That guy just glitched to the ground. I mean, you could, I guess, but... Okay, can you shut up? Actually, you know what? I want to buy some dark. Already did. That's okay, whatever. Alright, now for a part that literally nobody's ever seen before, unless you've seen a No-Bonfire run. Because there's no way you would ever do this on a normal DS3 run, so... But we have to run back. And, you know, it's a little bit risky. There's one archer that I can't really kill. And this is why we opened the door, by the way. There's one archer that I can't really kill. And there's also certain enemies. So how this game works... Okay, we're going to try to backstab this guy. I might miss. It's not the end of the world if I do. Let's get some FP. So... How this game works, if you get, like, a couple areas away from certain enemies that have been killed, or just a couple of areas away from a certain area, it actually, like, just simulates a rest, unfortunately. So, even though we killed certain enemies in the woods, they're actually going to be respawned. Which is fine. Like, that's just a minor detail that you need to know. It's kind of unfortunate, but... Alright, so, the strat here... Kill. We're going to backstab this guy. Nobody should aggro. Not yet. More FP. So now, we're gonna purposely aggro this archer from the back because it's actually weird. If you rest, he won't aggro when you do this, but since it's no bonfire... Okay, this is interesting. The tree's in the way. This is actually kind of not great. I'm gonna spook and bait him because he should aggro. There it is. He should be aggroing. He moved up a bit, so the tree was in the way. So he's gonna turn around, and this will give us enough time to go firebomb this dog. Uh-oh, it's okay. No problem. These guys will both turn around, so... We're gonna spook again. I just wasted spook cast, it's no big deal. Like, we have plenty on this run, really. Okay, and he's gonna aggro again. Like, you do have to take this part really slow. So, just how it works. It's a really tricky area. He's gonna shoot again and turn around. Then we're gonna go. So there's one dog, like, your path needs to be extremely specific up here. Because there's one of the dogs will aggro if I take a bad path. Okay, let's not get sniped. Here we go. Very difficult part. He shot. Let's go. He's shooting again. This guy's gonna throw knives at me. Nice. That was actually really smooth. I don't like that guy's pathing. See, like, the thing with this run is you just need to adapt to what happens, because that guy's not in the same spot every time, obviously. You just need to watch out if the guy comes back and throws knives at me. But it looks like he's de-aggroed, so... Good. We're just gonna wait for this guy to turn around. Up there, good. We're gonna go on through. So based on how many spook casts I had to do back there, we're probably gonna have to use a flask in Fair and Keep, which, you know, isn't a big deal. Like, I think we actually did we get a refill? I don't even think we got a refill yet. So we've only used one Ashen so far, which is, you know, good. Which is Soul Spear. That guy could also chase us here if... Like, so that guy that we firebomb, he actually respawned, and he was in that room. He can sometimes chase you out here. But he did not. Alright, so... There's the run back for Cathedral. That's the worst, maybe not the worst run back, but it's definitely not good. It's like, it's really weird doing it like that, because, obviously, nobody's probably ever gone back through that area. Yeah, exactly. Black Diamond. So the whole point of using fire damage is to make it so that we can proc Frostbite again. Which is, like, when you're talking about, like, no upgrade runs and stuff, that's your main source of damage, and it always will be on boss that can be frostbitten. So, like, we did DSA early, and we can actually do that because... Actually, maybe I won't need a spook cast here. Yeah, we can do that because we get the Earthal Rapier. So... I'm gonna get poison procced. It doesn't matter. It only did 3 damage. Ooh, nice. I won't have to drink here. That's pretty good. On Cinder? Yeah, he's doing a pretty fast route. What's his time? Like 120 maybe? 115? Okay, we're gonna sit here, wait for this guy to come and turn around. It also gives us a chance to, like, lose some poison build-up, which is kind of good. And so Quickstep is, like, obviously we need a Quickstep, but it also takes a shit ton of FP, right? So basically what we want to do, it doesn't work out every time. What we want to do is time our FP bar, like, I guess it's kind of weird. Set up our FP bar so that we almost have no FP by the time we actually want to start doing quick step, so that we're not, like, wasting FP for no reason. Okay. Reverse Swamp is just better for this. Like, it might not, like, seem that way, but in terms of consistency, it's just better. It's obviously slower, though. I've also had one of the Elder Grooves. Like, he didn't even aggro back there, so I don't even know if it was that one. Sometimes you can get an Estus refill right here. No, we didn't get one. Like, just some random elder grew appeared out of nowhere over there one time I was doing this. Like, that's just how this run fucking works. Okay, we are gonna have to drink here, though. Like, there's so much, like, adaptation you have to do on this run, because it's not consistent with how things work. Which is, you know, not what a normal hitless run is like. Okay, Spook. We need these things, clumps, and we're gonna backstab you. They're gonna love the amount of damage we get on Watchers. So, obviously we still haven't upgraded yet. But, I mean, we won't for a very long time. With that being said, Watchers, you know, backstabbing them, RTSR plus Frostbite. They Frostbite in 3 hits. So you're gonna get more damage than you would on, like, even plus 4 Twin Blades, easily more damage. Even unupgraded. 121. I was thinking about, dude, like, at the last minute, I saw that Skrilla was, like, preparing a faster route. I was thinking about doing, like, a 1-hour route. But, you know, I decided to not do that. Because every time I try to go for speed like that, I just end up getting hit. And, like, even though I finish, like, way faster than everyone else. Like, it's not even that the route is unsafe. It's just, like, I don't know. I don't know why it happens, but this guy's chasing me. Which is not a problem, because we're just running back right now, but we don't want him to chase me all the way, and he's actually not chasing us anymore, so. We also have an extra purple moss, so I'm gonna just use it here. Yeah, 1-hour route's consistent, actually. It's +6. You can get a +7, but it's not really necessary. Oh, I kind of might have fucked up, actually. Why did I think I had an extra one? It's okay. Unless it's not okay. I'm going to use this one a little late. And hope it's fine. Getting into a fire? No. Okay, so if I get procced here, I die. So we cannot get procced. Which we won't. I accidentally used an extra one there. I don't know. I thought I had an extra one for some reason. But... Oh yeah, this is RTSR. Yeah, we've been carrying RTSR since Cathedral. I mean, and well, actually, we've kind of been carrying it since the start of the game. Like, as soon as it's possible to get RTSR. Yeah, because basically, how this run works, we get Dancer, and then as soon as I pick up RTSR, I'm already in RTSR range. I heal one time. Before Cathedral, just because it would be a little bit awkward to cast Spook somewhere, and basically, the fall drop, like the fall damage, you can set it up so you just get RTSR again every time. So like that, we heal once, but it's not even to, like, you know, we just set up RTSR again like a minute later from the drops. So need Seagbrow? I don't, but I could have gone 5 Ashen Estus and just used the Seagbrow instead, but it's kind of unnecessary. My spawn. So if I die, we're gonna go all the way back to Settlement. Alright, so check out this damage. Frostbite. That's how that combo works. This is an upgrade, mind you. Not no infusions, but... half his HP in one backstab combo. Because, yeah, you get the Frostbite proc, and then the Fire Dagger resets the Frostbite, but then you also get the added damage from the Frostbite debuff on this next backstab, assuming we still have it. So it should do a little more. It actually didn't, it reset. Yeah, Red did some damage there, so... See, so we got a little bit of extra damage on that backstab. Is the frostbite proc, but it also resets it after. Like that's just how fire damage works. It applies after, which is very useful. Okay, watchers, very easy on this run. Okay. Pretty standard. We're kind of just sprinting through this area. Since we get so many backstabs there, I'm back at full FP. Although I forgot Serpent Ring, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, Dancer was our second boss. DSA the third. Which is the most efficient for this route because you're not going to get any more damage for Dancer because she's immune to Frostbite, so... It would actually be very stupid to not do Dancer first and get RT Star for the rest of the run. Which is kind of the main point. I just got Earthel Rapier for show. Like, you absolutely do not need Earthel Rapier on this run. It's more just so that you can do DSA early, which... is you don't need to do that. Alright, so we got Spook. So this guy is going to be a little different than normal. That's actually kind of not what I want. Okay, whatever. I'll just sneak past him. Even though I maybe could sprint past here, but... Actually, I should have been sprinting earlier. That would have made him walk, but it doesn't matter. Got hit again. What's Eden at? How's Eden doing? He had 0? Look at that. The friggin' show-offs are doing better. It's not even showing off. Like, these runs, like, can go so fucking wrong so fast, you know? Like, I mean, it did. It did. I got hit by Earth, like, the Earthel Knight, dude. Like... I got lucky that they let me reset. I'm quite grateful, actually. Alright, so broadsword plus bundles. Why we have the bundles here? Because you need to do enough damage. You need to kill this first bracelet in 5 hits if you get the specific RNG where he keeps his hand there. Yeah, it also kind of helps that our team is, like, basically last, so that I can do this shit. This is what happened last time, as well. Okay, we get the RNG where it actually doesn't matter. Pull his hand out. Good. Actually got a little bit scared that I was going to go too close. Just don't crawl Madeir or fucking Wolnir. Asshole. Waste my entire bundle. Alright. Let's go left hand. Dagger in the offhand's a little slow. Dude, Flippy's run was probably my favorite of the tournament, for sure. Like, I think sorcery is really hard. And he fucking did almost perfect, man. I've actually seen him get hit by that exact thing. Like, the first time he got to Cinder, I remember watching, he got hit by that exact thing. And so, like, sorcery, I don't think people know how hard sorcery is. Like, it took me, you know, a fucking while to get sorcery, dude. Like, that run's fucking really hard. And yeah, the twisted, like, the fucking show he put on too, man. I kind of wish they focused a bit more on him because they almost didn't even mention him at all. So... yeah, like, his run was insane. You know, Couch's run, that's exactly what you'd expect out of Couch, you know? 0 hit. Pyro. Like, everything's calculated. Everything's easy for him. Like, Flippy's run was ridiculous, and I think if they focused on it more, then they would have been a little bit more excited about it. Or maybe if they even knew what a sorcery run entailed, because they've probably never even seen a sorcery run before. Because, like, you know... the Aldrich you get on sorcery is very hard. Deacons is... like, they didn't watch the Deacon strat. He Pestilent missed the entire phase 2 with Deacons, and that is so risky. It is so fucking risky to do that. And then he had to go and finish it off with a Farron Flash Sword. Like, like, it was insane, dude. It was insane that he pulled it off. Like, he was in a terrible situation. So, you know, Flippy's run definitely, like, god tier, basically. Even with that hit, like, that hit honestly doesn't really mean that much. Maybe it does for the tournament, like, scores, but... oh, yeah, and then Tricky's run was insane. The problem with going fast, if you want to be flashy, is that there's not a lot of time for them to talk about your run. You know? Like, that is actually one thing that you, like, if you want to be flashy and you want to be entertaining, you have to think about a little bit. Because, like, he just went through the entire game so fast that they barely even noticed, you know? Even though he's doing, like, a ridiculously hard run. That being said, though, they did focus on his run, like Prince's and Cinder and stuff, but... yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's not as satisfying to go through tournaments really fast, I think. You know, and I say that having having gone through tournaments and, like, DS3 runs in, like, an hour and 5 minutes, and tournaments, any percent runs. It's just not as fun. So... like, on this run, they get the perfect amount of time. This is going to be really slow because that Deacons, but this will probably still be sub 2 hours if I can get it. It's because I'm doing a much more difficult run, Bents. Sub 1 hour? Yeah, my PB's 56 minutes. But my consistent route is like 105, 110. Like 110's a little high. Like my consistent route is like an hour to 105. Like, and that's what I could, like, that's what I would maybe be doing in a tournament. Like, that was like multi-stage. Like one of the older tournaments we've had, like the DS3 tournaments where there's like, you know, 1v1s and like a huge bracket and stuff. But you know, in these like one-off tournaments, might as well just fucking just do the craziest shit you can think of, you know? Honestly, yeah, I would have been done. I would have been done 20 minutes ago. Yeah, Bloodborne I barely even got to watch because it was so fast, man. Like, you know. Okay, so now this is where we get into some big danger zones. Deaths here are extremely bad. I do have an extra branch. Deaths here are very bad because I'm out of skulls, right? I think I can go back to cathedral to get more, but I'm not going to. So, like these sections, like from basically after we throw the skulls on the dogs for Pontiff, like if we get hit there, we're fucked basically, and I might not be able to finish the run. But I mean, I still will, of course, because I'll just go no skull. But that would be very bad. And we're doing this to not aggro the enemies on the stairs so that they're in a predictable situation, or a predictable location. The big problem with that room is that the enemies go invisible. And once they've been aggroed already, like, so at first they're not invisible. Like you can see like their heads or something. But when you come back and once they've already been aggroed, they can go completely invisible and just attack you out of nowhere. Like, and I'm not just saying that. Like, they go 100% invisible, and their attacks, it gives you, like, if your reaction time's really fast, you can dodge it. Like, if you see what they're doing and like you see them appear, but most of the time it's not like that because they're behind you. So So you just like can't even see them. All right, here we go. These dogs have been mean to me lately. I don't know why. I think it might be like lack of stamina or something. Try. When he runs at you like that, he can do one of two things: the quick swipe or the medium speed. This is an interesting Pontiff how this works out. It's not your traditional Pontiff. You'll see why in a second. So he's not gonna summon clone here consistently. A little dirty right there, I won't lie to you. That was a little fucking dirty. He's gonna back up and he's gonna frostbite. See ya. That was kind of scary, dude. That distance on that parry. That was a little dirty, dude. It's a really cool Pontiff you get on this because yeah, he doesn't summon the clone initially and it happens every single time. And then you build up the frostbite, so there's no phase 2, like there's no phase 2 parries with the clone out on that. Like unless you scuff it somehow. But yeah, that frostbite, like he's very resistant to frostbite. Well, he's not very resistant. He's quite resistant to frostbite, but he can still get frostbitten. That's why that works. Very calculated. And we were actually in a very awkward situation there too. Like that was really awkward. All right, so we're gonna pick up the ashes and we're gonna backstab some Silver Knights. We can get chased here. I need to watch. I very badly need to watch and see if we're gonna get chased. Another spook. And if they do chase, we just bail. We just go for it, but I don't see them. Gonna fall off. Same with this guy. I see them, but they're not gonna chase up. I'm too far away. Spook again. That guy should not aggro. Guy in the back will. Perfect. Alright, this is probably the hardest fight to run. Yeah, DSA SO1 upgrades is nasty because you don't get frostbite. Extremely nasty. Extremely positional, but you have very little control over where Aldrich goes for the most part. And if we get arrows, see you next time. Unless we pull off the god dodges, but let's just not even think about that. Yeah, we can't bone, so... yep. I actually remember my first time attempting this run, I got arrows and fucking died to them. Or maybe that's not... I think... Well, what actually happened was I didn't have a strat for arrows because I didn't really think about it. And then I got on a run, and I was 0 hit up until this point, and then I fucking got arrows, and I'm like... Oh, shit, dude. Like, what do I do? I can't do anything about it. Like, I didn't... It was one of the things I just did not think about. Because I was so busy thinking about all the skulls and all the other stuff. Alright, here we go. Let's be good. Perfect execution. Nothing stupid. Basically, we get SO1 upgrade damage on this fight, but just with Frostbite. And Frostbite, he's extremely resistant to Frostbite. Takes like 7 body hits or something. But we will proc it probably 3 times at least. Right there. You know, because it does an okay amount of damage. Getting close to the setup point. Right. See, good move, Aldrich. Not getting it. The Frostbite counter's going down. Maybe sneaking a hit. It'll still be below. That'll have to do. Proc? Not yet. Should proc here. If I didn't proc it already. I must have procced it already. Excellent attack. Alright, this run back's a little awkward. I thought about getting Sun Princess a few times, but I don't think it would be worth it. Alright, run and pray. That's the theme. I heard that fireball coming. That part's just really awkward, dude, because there's not really much you can do. Well, so here's how this is routed, okay? So when we kill Yorm, who's the last Lord of Cinder, we get teleported. Right? So that's what makes this even possible to do with as few bonfires. We get teleported Okay, so we need to wait and see what these guys are doing here. Okay, perfect. Yeah, Yorm's live. We decided to come here first because the run back from Yorm would be a lot slower and a lot worse. But you'll see what we're doing here. But I guess it would have the benefit of not having to go through that room again. I don't know. You definitely could run back from Yorm, but you'd have to like climb up the big ladder, go through a gargoyle. Whole bunch of stuff. How many bonfires? Use one, which is the fire link. No, you only use it once, technically. You only rest at it once, you only light it once. The other time to get to Cinder, you're not actually lighting it. Or you're not actually using it, it's just a cutscene trigger. Whereas on all bosses, it's a lot more, you know, as you could imagine, there's a lot more shit. Okay, good thing that worked out. I wasn't sure if I was gonna die right there. We're gonna drop down here. And there we go. Alright, here we go, dude. We're gonna throw 2 skulls, and we're gonna fucking pray that we don't get hit. Because this whole room is stirred up already. So. It's all stirred up. So we're gonna chuck 2 skulls, and hope that nobody's invisible ready to attack me. There's an invisible guy. There's gonna be a guy right at the end of this. Okay. Okay, good. That was pretty nice, actually. Nothing crazy there. I remember when I used to do it the old way, without going all the way around the first way through there, I once got hit, like, in the water by one of the invisible guys. Like, I couldn't see him, and I had no idea he was there, obviously. And he just appeared and just hit me. Alright, so we're gonna cast Spook early, because for some reason this Fire Witch is actually, his AI is a little bit different when you're not resting, for some reason. Like, he just aggroes to you if you like, cast a bit further up. I don't know why, because normally he doesn't. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Refill some FP plus be safe through here. Can you their path? Well, they're not loaded in. But like you don't really know what they're doing for the time that they are loaded in, right? So that's kind of the main problem. Backstab. FP. Jar Jar 2. Just gonna walk up. Yeah, like realistically on this run, I actually don't need to be as like, what's the word? Like, I don't know. I don't actually need to conserve my FP as much as I'm doing it, technically. But it's just like, it's just one of those things, you know? Like, might as well. I was gonna say like stingy or something. Yeah, you don't need to actually conserve as much as I do. I don't know if you could do this without getting the FP ring though. But yeah. Oh my god, I almost died right there because the game fucking ate my input. Okay, I'm gonna set this up the right way, I guess. Fuck, dude. Because I tried to roll there and I almost walked off the edge because it just didn't roll. That's okay. No, I did this run a while ago, Sharp. Like, almost like a year and a half ago or more. Like a very long time ago. Yeah, and I did all bosses like recently on this, but you need to use a lot more shit on that, obviously. Yeah, all bosses one's pretty cool. It's like a little bit less satisfying because I need to like port a lot more and I need to use like 6 bones and stuff like that. Interesting. Alright, Yorm. Be nice to me. Nice. Nothing stupid on that. One last lord. Yeah, I actually don't even use a torch in this run because I have the fire dagger. I kind of just forgot. We're not quite 2 hours in. Should be like an hour and a half. You know. Unless you're just joking. Which I guess you were. Two hits for Dino. I'm assuming he just did normal route. Twin blades. He had to run a few games, so you know. Oh yeah, tricky. Nobody. Well, I guess Squilla was faster, but how many hits did Squilla take again? Yep, just Princess and Cinder. And Princess is again one of the hardest bosses in the run, but we do have Frostbite. But you know. And Archives, of course. Which is no fun when you can't kill the Sage. So. Wow, that's a fucking wicked time for no S1 no upgrade. That's pretty good. That's pretty fucking good. Couch's run would not be faster than this. Assuming that I zero hit, but... Oh, I thought Eden was done. Oh, Dino. Oh, wow, that's Dino. That's faster than I expected. Alright. We're gonna drink because we need to. And firebombs armed and ready. Yeah, princes. We basically get the same princes fight as Eden, and it's hard. Slow and steady, man. It's not usually my motto, but right now it is. Rank your weapon? No. We use like a variety of weapons as well, but like 61 out of 80 durability for the main weapon of the run. Like, okay, we're gonna wait for a soul spear or a hail. That's a hail. You didn't get it off good. I was almost a bit slow. Wax. Pillar. Good. Check the attack, melee. There's no way to back to Firelink unless you bone, so. Yeah, like the rules I have for this run is minimum number of bonfire interactions and minimum number of homeward bones as well. So it's basically one bonfire, so one rest, one port, and then one bone. It does not. Fish Hunter, not technically. Like it kind of does. Well, I guess technically it matches up with Osiris area, but that's not really something that you can do. All right, let's hope that none of them get stuck. Well, it's not necessarily a homeward bone that I kind of just mean the function of teleporting. Alright, hopefully no one got stuck up there. If they did, we're gonna have to use this. Like, only one skull here is not really enough. Fuck, that's unfortunate. It's not the end of the world, but I'm gonna aggro him and then try to bait him to move again. It's not a big deal. Like, it's not the end of the world. It's just unfortunate. Yeah, I'm gonna try one more time. Let's see if he leaves. If not, I'll throw a skull. He could chase me to the door. It just depends on his attacks. What he does here. I don't know why this happens in this fucking game. Our enemies just get stuck. But that's okay. Come on, bud. And it's consistent how it works too. All right, well, we're going to gonna skull him. Unless he moves here. Really unfortunate. Fuck, dude. I really want him to turn around. Please turn. Because I can't have him. I need to throw the skull in a very specific spot. And I only have one. Like, normally you have multiple skulls here, so it doesn't really matter. Fuck, man, this is this is really stupid. Okay, well, we got to throw this perfectly. Firebomb? I don't have enough damage, nor do I have enough firebombs. Like, maybe I do actually. I don't think I have enough. Yeah, he doesn't take enough damage from that. Scared a little bit, yeah. Do you have enough? I'd fucking... Oh, that's such a scam, dude. Poke. Yeah, they have separate frostbite counters. In phase 2, you actually only, like, if you can, you only want to reset Lothric's, because if you constantly keep resetting on Lorien, you get a situation where Lorien dies way before Lothric is even close to dying, essentially. Which you don't want. You want them to die at the same time, which is exactly what we just had. That was perfectly executed. And I played it safe. I didn't strafe as much as I could have, but, like, you know. You know. Okay, might be wondering what we're doing here. We're setting up for Cinder. Get some upgrades. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this guy does frostbite. He's quite resistant, but I don't really care. I just pick him away. Can't really do anything. We don't want to go too close. You can get clipped. Should proc next hit. There's the fire reset. Yeah, imagine having fire bombs and not using all of them on a single night. I actually like the play I made there, though. Just frostbite. Nice death. Sunlight? No, we don't. There's not really a purpose of getting sunlight. It's just kind of extra levels that we don't need to spend. But we are going to get a refined gem, which is very good on this. Which is right here. And then we will go get these chunks. And then we have to bone. So this is the only point in the run you have to bone. And it's to get back to Cinder, of course. There it is. There we go. There you go, dude. Entire game almost. So you get through all the possible areas in the any % without any bonfires. And now we have the Cinder left. They're not necessary, but they help, you know? Like, Cinder's the hardest boss in the game, basically. So you don't absolutely need it, but it doesn't hurt. And we can get to a +8 with the setup we've done. And of course, we almost have 700k souls, so get some levels too. Okay, we'll level up after. Just because I don't know exactly what we're going to get to here. Actually even have an extra skull. I did buy Dark already, but 10. Looking for a bit of a surprise. Something you guys may not have seen before. +10 because I didn't pick up enough chunks, and there's not really, you don't really need. Of course, we don't need this anymore. I actually forgot to swap to that for princes. No, it's not. It's definitely not impossible. Like I've done SO1 no upgrade runs, no upgrade, no infusions. Like you can do it. It's just like why would I make this harder than it has to be when I can easily set it up for myself? You know. All right. Yeah, even Eden. Eden was doing SO1 no upgrade this run, which is, you know, it's harder than this, really. Like, and maybe in a tournament atmosphere, it might not be harder, but, you know, just at base, SO1 upgrades is very hard, because you don't even get frostbite on that for most of it, right? So, no, chill waffles, not dude. Used a bonfire? That's not a bonfire, technically. But yeah, I see the cap, of course. Okay, so if anyone's actually wondering, it's just like those are just placement, like placeholder fucking models for some function to teleport you, basically. All right, here we go. Fuck you. Fuck you. Raptor can suck my fat cock, dude. Tell him I fucking said that. You know what?
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever. This is going too far.
That's it, man. That's it, dude. Look at that. Look at that fucking run, dude. That's what I'm fucking talking about right there, man. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's what I'm talking about, dude. $202.40. That was 15 minutes slower than this route should be, but like I was taking it so safe, dude. There it is. There it fucking is, dude. There it fucking is. Can somebody like here? Wait. Does anybody have a clip? McRaptor said before the run. He said, like, I made fun of him for being a simp, and he's like, how about you get a 0-hit run or some shit like that? And look at that. Look at that fucking shit right there, dude. You couldn't fucking write a book about this shit. Couldn't make this shit up, dude. Alright, I guess they want to talk to me, huh? Fuck, man.
To make good on a comparison between Max.
How'd you like that, Raptor? How did you fucking like that, huh?
Oh, man.
Do you see how much work he puts in to impress me? Like, he knows.
No, see, here's the thing, okay? I wish I had a clip.
Yeah, all right.
So I roasted you for being a simp, like, you know. And here's what you said, and I quote, why don't you get a 0-hit run and shut your mouth, or something like that. Maybe not quote, but that's what you said, McRaptor. So how did you fucking like that? You did say that. And at the moment you said it, I'm like, I typed in chat, I'm like, okay. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get a 0-hit run right now.
Easy.
Easy.
Easy.